hell is FPL?
I'll tell you, mate. I'll help you. Come on.
Welcome to Back of the Net. My name's Sam Davis.
My name's Tom Jordan.
And this is a virgin experience for me. It's going to be what I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to be playing FPL. Tom's done it loads of time before. Last time I did it was in 1995 in the Daily Telegraph Fantasy League, and all that involved was picking some players at the start of the season, and then you were done with it. But by all accounts, it's evolved a little bit. Is that right?
Just a bit. Very in depth now, mate. And yeah, I think kind of, especially when like COVID hit and stuff, got really into it, and it's definitely taken off, and so many players now. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy it, mate. But yeah, definitely more in depth from 95 or whatever you're on about, when I hadn't even been to a football match.
And there are millions of players around the world, is that right?
Yeah, millions, mate. Yeah, so many players. You can do your own leagues. As people know, we've done our own Back in the Net league, set that up. So yeah, you can make your own league just for fun with your mates, and then you get like a global and national, kind of rating where you are in the league and stuff. So yeah, very in depth.
On screen, check out the code at the bottom of the screen, because that is what you need. That's the code you need to join the Back of the Net FPL League. I'm told if you type it in, you get put on our league.
This is new for me kind of talking you through things. Normally I just go, Sam, what do I do? But it's the other way around, roles reversed.
There's a load of people that's joined our league already, and look, I'm going to be competing against you. And look, what I've done, I've gone to the Premier League website. I've gone to fantasy.premierleague.com, but there's an app as well, I've been told.
Yeah, there is an app that I've got on my phone. So easy on the App Store, just put in FPL, Fantasy Premier League, and it's just easier, and just to be able to go on there. But you can, even if you've got the app, you can log in on the web URL as well. So yeah, pretty simple.
Right, okay, so I've signed up, right? And so
you've done that. I didn't give you any help on that one.
Yeah, I did it by myself.
Impressive.
I'm a web developer, and I'm struggling with this. So look, I'm on the website now, so you can see it all at home. So I presume I pick my squad, right?
Yeah, go to squad selection. I think's just there, the little button there.
Okay, so what we've got. Wow, mate, there's a lot of information. This is like playing Football Manager or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, there's more than 11 players. What's that all about?
So you have 4 subs. You have to have a sub goalkeeper.
Right.
So you sub goalkeeper, because obviously if your goalkeeper doesn't play, injured, suspended, whatever reason doesn't play, then your reserve goalie can come in. Most of the time, obviously we'll get into that, but you're not going to use your reserve goalie unless you have to.
Yeah.
And then you have 3 subs, and you can order them. So you can order them by kind of how much you would want them to come in if someone got injured. So say you've got your normal 11, and then you pick in your 3 subs. Obviously you've got your goalkeeper. And then you think, right, if he doesn't play, I know he's a doubt, but I've got Salah, for example.
Okay, right.
So I want to play him, because if he plays, he's probably going to get me points. But if he doesn't play, he's suddenly pulled out last minute, he doesn't make that late fitness test, then whoever you've numbered as your first sub will come in.
Right, okay.
And then you've got your second sub. If another player gets injured, then you've got your third sub. So you hope not to use them, but you've got your subs there just in case of injuries, suspensions. And if obviously some people think, oh, they've got Man City away, I don't want him playing this week, but next week I want him to play, so I'll just switch with my sub. And
just to be clear, even I get this bit, right? So their actions over the course of the season on the pitch will determine how many points you get. It's what they do. So, like, for instance, like with a goalkeeper, is it like clean sheets or something? Or?
Yeah, clean sheets. You get bonuses for how many shots they save in a match and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So it's good, because it kind of gives you that balance, because everyone would just get the top goalies if it's just on clean sheets.
Yeah.
But obviously there is a use in having the lower goalies, because they're testing more, so they make more saves during a game, which gives you points. And there's all the usual stuff. Goals and assists are obviously the main 2. But you'll get more points if your defender scores, or if your defender assists.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think your midfielder, you get a clean sheet point, but not as much as if your defender gets a clean sheet point. It's kind of self-explanatory, and you talk about it and it goes into loads of depth, but really it's goals get you the most points. But if your defender scores, then that's more of a unlikely scenario to happen, so that'll be more points. But clean sheet wise, well, that doesn't affect the striker. But your defender, that's big for them.
Right. So. Okay. So look, can I ask you for a bit of advice when you're picking a goalkeeper? Then, what do you do? Do you pick one of the sort of top 6 teams, or are you picking someone down the middle, or what?
So I'd say in general, the 2. I mean, there is a third option of there are people that would have your Alissons, your Edisons, and then just have a nobody goalkeeper.
Well, that's what, like in my head I thought like Alisson. But...
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Because over the course of the season they're going to keep the most clean sheets, and all that good stuff. I think a lot of people go for say 4.5 goalkeepers, which would be kind of, I would say, the Brighton goalie and the Brentford goalie.
So 4.5 is the value. Obviously,
Yeah.
the values in this are not in line with the current transfer market, but obviously it's for this game. So
Yes, you've got 100 million budget, so you're talking about your Allisons and your Edisons and probably Lloris as well. They're 5.5. If you went a million lower, you get your 4.5s, but the option with having a 4.5 is you can get 2 playing goalkeepers.
Yeah.
So, for example, just looking on the screen now, Sanchez at Brighton is their main goalkeeper, he's 4.5.
Yeah.
Pickford for Everton is their main goalkeeper, 4.5.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 4.5 goalkeepers, and you could just rotate on the fixtures.
Yeah.
You know they're going to play, but you think, well, they've got better. So a lot of people do that. What I actually do is a bit of a risk. I pick one of the 4.5s, and then I pick whoever the backup is for that team, because I think, well, if that goalkeeper gets injured, I know my sub goalkeeper will play. What's your let's talk me through it. What's your initial thinking on the goalkeeper situation? We can review it at the end when you've
I
done
might
the
go
whole
Nick
squad.
Pope.
Okay, what's your thinking behind that?
Because I think Newcastle are going to be fairly defensively sound this season.
Yeah, they look good defensively.
I know that it's Eddie Howe and it's that gung-ho style, but I think he's improving. He's got new signings that he's brought in that's going to, make his defensive unit stronger. So I'm thinking of Nick Pope.
Go Nick Pope then, mate.
But then that would be a lot to spend on the goalkeepers if I was going to go for Dubravka as a reserve.
Is your mind saying you want to have...
I don't think I do. I think I'll just go for someone else.
But is your mind saying you want the goalkeeper and then their backup?
Probably, well...
Because that's
possibly,
a lot of people.
But that would be a lot of money, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so if you were doing that, you wouldn't go Pope and Dubravka.
You have to go lesser club.
You would either go for an Allison and Kelleher, because Kelleher's 4, or you'd go for a 4.5 and a 4, in my opinion. So depends what you think, mate. And you could look at them, like I say, people that go into depth. You look at them early fixtures. I could tell you because I'm a nerd and have a look at it quite often. The big teams have obviously, because they're the big teams, have got good early fixtures because they're expected to win. So your Man City's, Liverpool's,
So
Arsenal,
you're changing your lineup based on. So is this one of your? You said you got a 4-point plan. So that's one of your sort of key things is looking at the fixtures that are coming up and making decisions based on the teams that are playing.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of people during the course of the season look on form and say a player scored two in a row, I'm going to play him. I look very much on fixtures. I'm quite happy to have, say, Haaland, and then they're away at Liverpool, and I won't have Haaland, but I'll transfer him out. It doesn't bother me. I'll try and play the fixtures and look at the early fixtures. And that's why I've gone for the 2 Brentford goalkeepers. They've got a good start of the season fixture-wise. I think Wolves have as well. And I just think, for a goalkeeper, I don't think you need to go too mad. They're not going to score you any goals. I don't think you need to overthink the goalkeepers too much.
All right. Well, you didn't see that, but I have just added Pope in there just for giggles here. Yeah. So I'm going to come down. So like the lowest value is 4, is it?
Yeah, 4 for a goalkeeper. Yeah.
4. All right.
So yeah, it does. Like I say, it doesn't. If you're hoping Nick Pope's going to play, So if you're happy to go with Nick Pope and not worry about your keeper, and you could just make that transfer if something happens to him, then just go for any 4. It really doesn't matter.
Does it?
Doesn't matter at all.
Okay, I'm going to go for Adrian then as well.
Can I make a little point?
Right.
We haven't actually mentioned it. You can only have 3 players from one team. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So the reason I've brought it up now is if you're going to have a goalkeeper, it doesn't matter about it. You don't want to block a Liverpool player, do you?
All right. Well, in that case, I'll have Travers in there.
But Travers is more expensive, so you want Will Dennis, really.
But then he's... Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just go with it for now.
Yeah,
You're not going to have 3 Bournemouth players, because unfortunately Bournemouth are not going to be one of the better teams.
No, okay. So
just go with that for now. Like I say, at the moment, it's just template.
It doesn't matter.
You like Nick Pope, and you're relying on Nick Pope. And at the end of the day, if Nick Pope gets injured, you're just going to make a transfer. You're not going to play Dennis.
Yeah.
So just have the cheapest goalie. Fine.
Okay, so it says add defender here.
Yep.
I've just clicked a right back or a right wing back. It doesn't matter.
No, you can have 5 right backs, 5 left backs, 5 centre backs.
Okay.
And none of the system like that works. Doesn't make a difference anyway. So
in my head, I'm thinking clean sheets here.
Yeah, you've got to be thinking clean sheets. I think clean sheets is obviously a good one.
Kyle Walker, is he still regular for Man City?
Well, that's the thing. It depends. Do they get Cucurella in? You can always change that before the deadline. If they
what?
don't,
I'm putting Kyle Walker in.
He's decent price. I think what a good thing to do is so if you're thinking Man City, for example, just like you did then, is go up to the top where you've got the defenders listed. Scroll up a little bit further. Instead of go defenders, go Man City.
Oh, okay, right.
Go to Man City. Take the max cost on that's fine, and then go to the defenders, and you can see who their price is, and then change when you want to look at another team, rather than just go for all the defenders.
Okay, that makes sense.
So City's always a good starting point. You've got to have a City defender in there.
Yeah.
If you look at the side where it says their price, it also says their points from last season.
Yeah.
And I think what's very notable is how blimmin' good Cancelo is.
Yeah.
For me, Cancelo's essential. He gets so many forward attacking points for a defender. It's unbelievable.
I'm doing that, and I'm taking out Kyle Walker.
But you're going to take Walker out.
Yeah,
Walker's a decent.
And then, do you start with your attackers when you do this? Because I'm doing it from bottom to top, but would it be better to do...
Okay, so what I do is I go for players that I know full well I 100% want in my team.
Right.
Cancelo was actually one of them for me. There's... So, do you want me to tell you who got the most points in Fantasy Premier League last season? You're going to know it now.
Yeah.
It's Mo Salah.
Yeah, I was just looking now.
You put Mo Salah in your team.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. I'm putting Mo Salah in.
I would also say it's not a guarantee, but you've got to have one of, or two, Jesus, Jesus, Kane, Haaland as a striker. You've got one of them.
Yeah.
So is there one of them three that you think I definitely want?
Oh, I don't know if...
They've all got good opening fixtures, by the way.
Jesus will be played all the time for Arsenal, won't he?
Mm.
I think
so
he's got...
Kane.
Yeah.
So will Haaland, in my opinion.
I think he's got... Yeah. No, I think he's got to.
Do you like Jay? And just for context, Jesus is a fair bit cheaper than Kane and Haaland as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Jesus is 8.
Yeah. Nketiah though is... Oh, yeah, no, all right.
I think the thing is, if Nketiah were to play, Jesus would just be playing off the flank.
Right.
But he'll still be playing in that front three.
Yeah.
So Jesus will play, and Arsenal's opening fixtures are very nice, as we all know. Bournemouth are in there.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Right. Also, I'm trying to think. Where else I could go with this. You know what?
Is there don't think too in depth. Think, is there a team that you, just off the top of the head, FPL aside, that you think are going to have a good season? So you obviously think City are going to have a good season.
Yeah. I think when we did the tier list with Harry Redknapp, that's not far wrong. I don't think the table. So I think like Arsenal, Spurs are going to be in top 4. I think.
So you've got at the moment you've got no Spurs players in the team. Is it worth just going on Spurs, looking at all their prices, and thinking, oh, he's good for a defender, or he's good for, and just having a look at Spurs for a minute because you obviously think they're going to do well.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do think they will do well. So let's.
Because I think there's a notable thing that I think a lot of people in Fantasy Premier League have looked at is the fact that Perisic is down as a defender at 5.5. He will probably play left wing back.
What about Tanganga? Now,
what's your thought process there?
Well, hang on. Isn't this the guy that's been linked with Bournemouth?
It is. He's also been linked with abroad, though. If he goes, then he won't be on the game anymore. But
yeah.
But it's obviously you can change that beforehand.
Yeah.
But there is this little trick thing that a lot of people have done is a lot of people have got Nico Williams in their team because he's a forward defender because obviously he was at Liverpool, never going to kick a ball. Now he's gone to Nottingham Forest. He's going to play every week. So he's an easy 4 is the cheapest defender you can get.
Yeah.
Tanganga, if he goes to Bournemouth, he will stay at 4. Same with Nat Phillips at Liverpool. If one of them were to go to Bournemouth, you could get him in at 4. But would you want a Bournemouth defender? I personally wouldn't.
No. I'm going to put Son in there.
Okay.
Because he always scores. Always.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, golden boot when he last
season. Yeah. Okay. I expect I should go for a Man United player of some kind.
Okay.
Probably not Harry Maguire, just because I think he's a donkey. But you know what? I don't know how he scores in this. I mean, not particularly well. I mean, look at this. Bruno Fernandes.
Difficult one with Man United, isn't it? I think this is one where, like I say, you're going off it now, but you can have that little. You don't have to lock your team until an hour before the first game on the Friday night. So you can see how does Ten Hag in them lead-up games, how's he playing? Is he suddenly getting the best out of Rashford? Is he suddenly, do you know what I mean? I personally haven't got a Manchester United player.
No, I'm just looking now. I'm not... not exactly enamoured by that. All right.
So Wolves are a team...
Sorry, what did I click there? Oh, sorry,
Wolves.
I meant to click West Ham.
Well, I mean, do you want a little bit of inside just as we talk? So, personal opinion, let me know if you think I'm wrong. West Ham have got horrific opening fixtures.
Right.
Wolves have got brilliant opening fixtures. So
West Ham have got Man City.
So if you look through it there, you just click next. So say I always look at my first fingers, so kind of the first 4 fixtures, say.
Yeah.
So Wolves started with Leeds, they then play Fulham.
Yeah.
Whereas West Ham have got Forest away. Then in the third week, Wolves go to Spurs, difficult. Yeah. West Ham have got Brighton. Then the fourth week, Wolves have got Newcastle at home, whereas West Ham have got Villa away. I think apart from Tottenham, in the first 4, Wolves have got bloody good fixtures.
Yeah.
And from a defensive point of view, I always think Wolves are really solid. And if you can get a 4.5/5 mil Wolves defender,
like Connor Cody,
that's guaranteed to play like a Connor Cody, I think there's clean sheet points there.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, click on it, mate. You get a load of info.
Oh my god. What's ICT mean? ICT rank for defenders.
I mean, I don't even.
Oh, sorry. Influence, creativity.
Oh yes, it's
Oh my God.
specified in that.
Mate,
And
these
yeah.
you know what?
Connor Cody is a guaranteed starter for Wolves.
I'm not going to have a look at that just yet. But
Yeah. Let's go a little bit off instinct as well.
Yeah.
As well as them sort of things. So yeah, as I showed you then, fixtures are important. And yeah, I think we all know Bournemouth have horrific opening fixtures, for example. I think it's where you want to go now. Do you want? There's another player that I think is a must player.
Haaland.
I mean,
what are you talking about? What, striker or?
No, at the back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Go and look at Trent's points from last season. He's a defender, and what does he do? He assists as a defender.
Oh right.
He got 208 points last season.
But then you know what?
But he has 7.5.
Just to be different, I might go Andy Robertson.
And he's cheaper, and that's not a bad thing to do at all. I think a lot of people have got Robertson on their team.
Van Dijk's quite. I mean,
6.5.
yeah.
It's only because he's less likely to get an assist. That's all it is.
But then he pops up with a header every now and then.
He does indeed. But there's a reason why he got, what was it? Oh, he only got 3 points less than Robertson. But there's a reason why he got over 20 less points than Alexander-Arnold, and that is because of them assists.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, any Liverpool defender that's going to play is going to get you points, mate. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just trying to think now. Will I put another Liverpool player in there? Like, I'm just wondering, like midfielder. Probably not.
I think that you've got to at least double up on Liverpool, which you've done.
Yeah.
And you've got to at least double up on City. And you've currently got one City player.
Yeah, I might double up by putting Van Dijk in there as well.
You've got Salah, remember, so you've got one more.
Yeah, so this is it.
Treble
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I
So
like
that's
that.
it now.
I like
Right, okay. Yeah, Man City, I've only got one at the moment.
So I think you've got to get a Man City attacker in, whether it be a midfielder or a striker. De Bruyne is their most expensive at 12. I wouldn't touch him because I think Haaland's better value at 11.5.
Yeah, I'm just looking now, but
And I personally quite like Grealish at 7. I feel like start this. Pep does this, doesn't he? Where he kind of gradually brings him in, and I think he's going to play a lot. For $1 million more, you could have Mahrez or Foden at 8.
you know that Grealish, like when Harry Redknapp was talking about Southgate, and he should build his team around Grealish and kind of. But then someone made a really good point on a YouTube comment or on Twitter or something. I can't remember what. That he doesn't actually play that much for Man City.
No, he doesn't. I do think that is a Pep way. I think that Foden didn't play that much, and suddenly he's playing a lot more. Mahrez the same. Are you thinking Haaland's going to have a top season? Because I do. I think Haaland's going to smash it.
Yeah, I think he will. So at this point, like, how do I keep track of how much I'm spending?
Just above. So you got 5 players left. You got 21 million. So you're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh,
But
God,
what we're going to do, I thought we'll do this now. I reckon we just see how we go. So at the moment,
God, I really am in trouble. Yeah.
I think at the moment what you do is them two, Jesus and Haaland.
Yeah.
You 100% want to start them.
Yeah.
Your last forward has got to be a dud forward. That you're not going to play him. Just sub.
What I mean, like,
It's got to be.
Can I just have a look, for example, how much someone like Dom Solanke would be?
Well, he's 6, far too expensive.
6?
Kiefer Moore's too expensive at 5.5. You are not going to play that third striker.
No, so
you've got to go for the cheapest striker in the game. Doesn't matter.
are we
4.5.
talking about a crap striker for Brentford, say?
It could be for anyone, mate. Just one that's not going to
Or
play.
like
4.5 is the lowest you can get as a striker. It's 4.5. So I would just whack him in for now,
But
just to fill the block for a minute.
I
We can
might
get back
want to like
Change.
weigh it up.
Yeah.
And
Let's just fill that block, and then I'll do the same at the back. You've got a really good 4 there.
Yeah.
Really, I would go for a 4 defender. So I think a shout might be what you said earlier, either maybe a Tanganga or someone. Hope he moves to Bournemouth and plays.
Yeah, I think I'll do
or Neco Williams at Nottingham Forest, who's already there. But just get a 4 million defender.
Yeah.
Just to fill that block, because he can just rot on the bench. Doesn't matter too much.
So I've got.
And now you've got your 3 midfielders, right? How much you got?
I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to sacrifice one, right? Because it's 4.5 mil.
You put them all in, it'll tell you how much you need to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So at the moment, if we look at it, you're going to want to play 2 strikers. You're going to want to play 4 at the back. Yeah. So you need 2 midfielders that are going to play.
Yeah, I think.
So let's do it for now, and then we can always go back and revote.
Yeah,
You've got to go over budget.
Yeah.
But midfielder-wise, I think you get 1 dud in, so you get one.
Let's do max cost. I'm going to have to put that down to like.
Well, go do the last one. Go to 4.5.
Yeah.
Because remember, when we look at the system, we just said one of your midfielders you're going to whack on the bench.
Yeah. Why? Can I ask why was there an exclamation mark? Is there some
Injured.
Okay, so you know that. Okay,
and it'll do that throughout the season. It'll be a red one if they're out.
Yeah.
And a yellow one if they're a doubt, and that will continue throughout the season. So I think at the moment you whack in a 4.5 that you think he might play, but it doesn't really matter because he's going to be on the bench.
Howe seems to be quite loyal to Longstaff.
I don't mind that as a shout for a 4.5 that could play. That's all you want. Right now, you've got two midfielders you need to play.
Yeah.
You ain't going to be able to do it.
No, so I'm going to have to get rid of someone.
So, do you want my personal opinion on it, maybe?
Yeah, go on then.
What are you thinking? So
probably one of Robertson or Van Dijk to go.
Potentially, I think.
Or get a cheaper than like Cody.
I mean, you could whack Cody down. I personally would probably, whack Cody down to a Wolves defender. There's Wolves defenders that are 4.5.
Yeah.
And you get another Wolves player that I think will play. So you go to Wolves. So it's same as Cody, but I still think he's going to play. I think you've got Bowley will probably play, and I also think that Johnny will probably play, and Aït-Nouri will probably play. Because if you look at it, Semedo has got a little doubt by his name.
Yeah.
The only other two fullbacks are
Hamstring injury, okay.
Aït-Nouri and Johnny are the other two, and they play as wing backs and they can get forward. So,
okay, I'll go for.
And Bolly will probably play because they normally play a back three.
I'll go for Willy Bolly, which has freed up another half a mil.
Then I think you've got to sacrifice. I personally would sacrifice maybe. I would look at it and go, do you need Son and Salah? But I think you do want them.
Yeah, I would.
So I'd get rid of Robertson.
Yeah.
Looking at your team now, I'd get rid of Robertson.
And so, yeah, okay.
But you need someone that's going to play.
Yeah.
I would go and there's some.
What about Lloyd Kelly?
I mean, you can have Lloyd Kelly if you want, but
there's a reason.
So I said earlier about Arsenal got good opening fixtures. So if you go to Arsenal a minute, 4.5. Ben White and Tomiyasu are 4.5, and they should both play every week. Look how many points Ben White got last season, 107. He's only 4.5 million. I think Arsenal got clean sheets in them in their opening fixtures. I also think Tomiyasu's will start at right back every week, and he's only 4.5. I think one of them could be a shout, mate.
All right, Ben White. And he's local as well, so.
Local lad, yeah. So now how much you got for your two midfielders?
11.
Oh, that looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look better.
I think there's some good 8 million. So I think go to midfielders and go 8 million. Right, and have a look at that, because I think that there's some good ones in there, and I'm going to let you pick who you think out there, because there's a lot of good 8 million.
So if I went,
and then we can adjust again.
Like Prowsey?
Prowse 6.5 is not bad.
Yeah.
And
that's all right.
Set pieces.
Set pieces, that's what I'm thinking. You know what?
Yeah, I like that.
I know he's one of them, but then a 4.5er.
But remember, it's if you go back to your team a second.
Yeah.
So you've got 4 at the back there. You've got 2 strikers that are definitely going to play, and you've got 3 midfielders. You need someone that's going to play, really. If you see what I'm saying, because of the way you've done it. And so,
what in terms of Longstaff might not be utilised as much, and also False as well.
Yeah, and I personally, if I was doing your team now, and thought, I really like this team, but I need someone that's going to play. 4.5 midfielders are very doubtful they're going to play. There's a few 5s that will play, so I need to chop off $500,000 somewhere. I personally would not have Pope as my goalkeeper. I'd have a 4.5 goalkeeper. Personally, because I just think that chops off $500,000. Or
I was going to have a look.
There'll be a few 4.5s that could play. I think Winks is someone that's 4.5, and he'll probably move. And if he moves to Everton, he'll play every week.
Yeah. Fall short. Milner, he doesn't play much. And
no, you can't get him in. You've got 3. Yeah. Oh, no, you've only got 2 Liverpool now.
Yeah, of course.
There's a few 5s that play. 4.5 midfielders is hard to get them that are going to play. You need someone that you're going to rotate with.
You know what? I could put Declan Rice in there and then shave off the 0.5.
Do it if you want.
Yeah, because that's not bad.
Not bad. I think they'll probably be better 5 midfielders. What does Rice score much?
Doesn't pop up that much, does he? No. Norgard.
I quite like Andy Gordon, but he's 5.5.
He could be moving to. There was rumours of him going to Newcastle.
Yeah, there was. You need to shave off $500,000 somewhere for sure.
Moutinho.
I quite like Moutinho at 5. I think Moutinho's quite a good shout at 5. He takes the odd set piece.
You know what?
Wolves have got a good start. Yeah.
2 Wolves players though. That's ridiculous, isn't it? What about Leicester City, for goodness' sake?
Have a look at Leicester, because Leicester have got a lot of value at the back as well with Leicester. I think Leicester have got a few defenders that could play that are 4.5. Very good value. If you wanted to shave a bit off. I think Dewsbury Hall plays quite a bit. He's 5, and Didi plays at 5.
Yeah. Dewsbury Hall, he does play a lot. Tielemans. Maybe I'll go Dewsbury Hall. He does play a bit.
Yeah, and you can rotate him with Longstaff if you need to.
I'll put him in for now, but obviously
you've got to shave. Yeah. Where are you thinking I want to shave $500,000 from? I'll tell you.
In an ideal world, Salah and Son are a lot of money, but they they will get you points.
There's a reason why I've not got Son, and that's because I've got Harry Kane because he's £500,000 cheaper.
Yeah.
And but for example, so if I'm looking at your team now, just thinking off the top of my head, I'm thinking we can keep that Tottenham Arsenal front line,
Right.
but you can go Son out, Kane in.
Yeah.
It saves you £500,000. Jesus out and get one of the midfielders in that's a little bit cheaper. So like a Smith Rowe and Odegaard, Martinelli.
Yeah.
You've still got the Arsenal Tottenham, or you take Pope out and go for £4.5 million keeper that's going to play. Like the Brighton keeper done well last year at 4.5.
Yeah,
Sanchez.
I was just looking.
He's decent. Guaita.
Guaita, yeah.
But they have brought in another goalkeeper, so it's unsure whether he'll start every week.
I mean,
Pickford's not bad. 4.5.
But then they're gonna have a. They've
got Chelsea opening day.
Yeah.
Quite a tough start.
Ropey season. So who have Palace got?
Palace got a tough start. I would say in terms of fixtures, Brighton and Brentford have got decent fixtures.
You know what? Sanchez
was one of the best last season. 4.5, one of the best value for money, I would say.
You know what?
You know what I would do now though, before you.
Right.
Just a little shout. It's horrible because you're only Bournemouth player.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense to just have the backup Brighton goalkeeper as your £4 million goalkeeper, just in case he got injured?
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. No, I agree.
So you just get the backup goalkeeper in because you haven't got any other Brighton players anyway. You just get Steele in and
Brighton.
Yeah, he's there, Steele.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so you liking that team so far?
You know what? I'm okay
change
with
it any
for
time.
now. I may chop and change based on, and obviously I'm going to read every one of these stats
of course
in depth,
and we want the comments to help as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to make your team for you.
No, I agree.
So if you go save your squad, whether that is either at the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
If you go enter squad.
Enter squad.
Because you can change it at any point. Right, team name, this is why I did it. You haven't done your team name, have you?
No, I haven't.
You got to pick a team name. So mine's Marcondes Lynham, which I love. But I had a few other options, so you've got to do a Bournemouth related one, haven't you? What are you thinking? Have you got any in your head?
I'm wicked and I'm Jay-Z.
I mean, I like it.
There's only 20 characters though.
Oh yeah, because I had that problem. I was going to go, what was I going to do? Jack Roth Wellington Phoenix, and it was too long.
Oh.
But I had a few little thoughts in there. Let us know. There's a few good ones in our league as well, of course. But yeah, I always try and think of a stupid name. So I've got, what was I last year? I might have been TJ Jayakotra actually, because I was trying to do TJ for me. Solanke and Benny's.
Solanke. I might go like Nina Cherries. There you go.
There you go. Let's just whack it in.
Right.
Enter the squad.
Enter the squad.
And then you'll see what happens. Right, now, let's just make your team ready. Because it's not going to be in the system you want, is it, really? Oh, it might be. It looks not too bad. That's the team you wanted, wasn't it? That's subs bench you wanted.
Yeah.
But what did I say to you about the subs bench? Them three are ordered. I would have Dewsbury Hall as your first option. So if someone gets injured, so you click on the little yellowy kind of bar, and then it'll go like that, and then click on Tanganga's.
Oh, okay. So you can switch.
And that'll be the order now.
Yeah, okay.
And then who would you want? Oh, like saying changes.
What's this kit? Design your kit. Do you need to do that?
I think you can do that after. Yeah, it's fine.
Right, but you don't need to.
You don't have to do that. But yeah, so at the moment, obviously you can see it says underneath the player who their first fixture is. Yeah.
So
yes. Southampton.
Oh, okay. I wasn't even looking at that.
Look at all them. Who do you want your captain to be? Who do you want to be your double points?
I think
looking who their fixtures are.
Haaland Haaland, Son or Salah. Probably Son, Southampton at home.
I agree because it's the home fixture. So just click on Son. Just click on his chest. It's fine. And then just click make captain.
And so what does that do?
So that'll basically mean every one of his points he gets for you in that game week will double because he's your captain.
Okay.
So that's why you've got to have them elite players and look at the fixtures, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Then you've got to have a vice captain just in case Son's injured. It doesn't mean you've lost your captaincy. Whoever your vice is will come in. So you were saying Son or Haaland, weren't you? So
or Salah,
whichever one you. It doesn't really matter. Son should play.
So yeah, I'm going to go make vice captain.
And then that's done. And then you just go to the bottom underneath your subs, and you'll click save your team. And it will save it in that order.
Hang on a minute.
No,
I'm seeing some extra things that are confusing me here.
Yeah.
Bench boost triple captain.
Right, so once a season you can use what's called chips, bonus chips, yeah? So you can only use it for one game week in the whole season.
Right.
A bench boost basically means it's not that valuable a bench boost, I don't think. But if 1 week you've got a bench and you think, oh, with injuries and what's happened, actually Force is suddenly playing now, and Tanganga's playing every week, and Dewsbury Hall's playing every week, I might use my bench boost. And when you click your bench boost, it basically means your bench are in your team. So you've got more than 11 players for 1 week.
What, so everyone
will score points for you.
So you're basically looking to pick the 15 or however many players, that will be playing that weekend.
Yeah, basically. You can use that once season whenever you like. Triple captain is crucial, that is.
What, is that triple points?
Yeah, rather than double, it's triple. A lot of people would wait until there's what's called a double game week, which is basically, so during the season, sometimes, let's go Tottenham for example, because they're the first team that I looked at. Because of cup runs and stuff like that, they're playing midweek and the weekend.
Right.
But there's not a full fixture list on the Tuesday, so.
Right.
So Tottenham are one of the only teams that are playing twice that week. But they're only in one game week, which means Son has got 2 games.
I see.
Might be worth triple captaining
because
he might play twice.
That makes sense.
For example, and you look at the fixtures, sometimes people go, I'll tell you what, there'll be people that look at Haaland and go, he's playing Bournemouth in game week 2. I might triple captain him.
I'm going to ask you more questions. Transfers. You can what? You can transfer. You can do transfers.
Yeah, you get 1 free transfer a week.
1 free Yeah.
Yeah, so you could just choose. So who was there on there? There was.
But then it's got to be like for like value, or,
of course,
or using your balance. If you've got
if you've got any money in the bank, or you want to downgrade potentially. So you might look at it after the first week. Say, let's just say for example, Bolly got injured for Wolves, and he's my starting defender. I've got him to play. So for the second week, you think, I've got to transfer him out. Who's that player for Wolves played? I'll put him in, and you've just done that, and you get your 1 free transfer.
Do you use that every week, or is that
normally, if you don't use it, you'll have 2 free transfers the week after.
So it's
bank them. It won't go on forever. There's a limit. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but you can if you don't use your free transfer because you think I don't need to change the team. Then you'll have 2 the week after.
Okay.
You can transfer 2 people 1 week if you want, but it'll cost you points the more you make transfers. Yeah. So it's kind of that. It sounds really complicated to say. But it's basically like you get 2 injuries in that first week. You think, no, they're my starting players. I need to make 2 transfers. Yeah. I've only got 1 free. It'll cost you 4 points.
Okay.
But if you think that player's going to make you more than 4 points, it might be worth the risk.
Okay. So
there's a lot of info. I mean, there's a lot of people watching that thinking, we all know this. But for them few and for you, dimwits. But yeah, there's and as I said about them chips there's also things called a wild card. A wild card is basically you can make as many transfers as if you want. You get that twice a season. So you get that in the first part of the year and the second part of the year. You can use your wild card and it means you make as many transfers as you want.
And you'll get informed when you can do that?
No, you use it whenever you want.
Oh, can you? So how... Oh, right, okay.
If you start making loads of transfers, and like I said, it will cost you loads of points, you can go, no, I'm activating wild card.
Okay, got you.
But you only get that twice a season. But this season, you get an extra unlimited transfers during the World Cup.
Okay, right.
Because of the World Cup. So most people will be aware, you probably won't, that if you had 2 wildcards for a whole season, but you already guaranteed every player gets unlimited in the World Cup, you might want to use your first wildcard before the World Cup because you might as well. And do you know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So a lot of people are using their teams basically only off the first 6 games.
Yeah.
I'm basically picking my team off the first 6 games, and then I'm going to wildcard.
Yeah.
I'll just change my team.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking of doing, And then I could do unlimited in the World Cup, and then I've got my World Cup for the rest of the season. It's all a lot of info for you. It is better as you go.
I've just seen there are 2,181,000 people in it at the moment. What's good for you? Like where do you want to be coming?
Top 100k is fantastic, really. Okay. If you can get top 100k, that's good. I think real elite players will think, if I can get top 10k, that's I know there's people, FPL Andy for example, who does probably the most in-depth stuff. He always aims for that top 10k if you can. But as you say, there's a lot of players, so it's very difficult.
Finally, how do I enter this league then, mate? Where do I need to go?
There's a little thing up the top where you're on pick team at the moment. There's got transfers. There's got leagues and cups. So click on that.
Yeah.
And then it'll go. It's got loads of stuff. You can create leagues, all that stuff. So you can go create and join new leagues and cups. Click on that, and then join an existing league and cup. Click on that, and then it will be join invitational league and cup. Click on that.
Yeah. Is that one?
Yeah, so click on. And then we have got a code, haven't we?
And that code, it's at the bottom of your screen, but I'm going to type it in now. It's N1CYMX.
And then you're in. Back of the net.
Wow. I'm in the back of the net league.
So if you click on back of the net, go on then, click on it, and it will show all the entries on there.
There's loads of people in it.
There's a lot of people on there. Thank you very much for everyone joining.
Oh, hang on. There's another page. Oh, some of these names. Balotelli. Oh, these are good.
Balotelli Tubbies. I nearly went Lloyd Kelly Tubbies. I thought that can work as well, couldn't it?
AFCB not right. Can I change my team name at this point?
I'm not sure. I think you can. Let's go back onto your team. I've never.
Might have to have a.
Yeah, we'll have a little look. There's me at the bottom.
Marcondes Lynham.
There I am, mate.
Tell you what, there's loads of people on it. You can be too.
Ranty's rectum.
Sean love it. Superb.
Yeah, it'd be a bit. I think when you change the kit, it might be.
Yeah,
where
I
you
might
can
be able to
the
change.
name
But
as
you
well.
know what? I'm happy with things for now. Tom,
I'm stressed out.
That has been an education.
And like I say, I'm just someone that plays it. If people have got any more kind of like little snippets of info, whack them in the comments, please, because we don't want to make the video too long and boring for people that do play. But just want to give a little heads up to Sam and anyone that's brand new. I know Heather, for example, messaged me saying, "I'm brand new to this, but I want to be involved." So I'm sure there's others as well, but. It's good fun, mate. It's all good fun. It's all a good bit of fun.
Cheers,
so
mate.
if you beat me this season, I'm going to be absolutely fuming, by the way.
It's going to happen. Right, thanks so much, Tom. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome, mate.
We'll see you in the next video. Tom's going to have a lie down.
Up chest. That's a pain in the arse.